1.7% of all college athletes go pro in that sport. 1% of all high school athletes make a professional team. So why at such a young age do we choose to force kids to pick a sport and stick to only one sport? That's what I'm here to discuss with you today. I've been playing and coaching for over 23 years, and I've seen it happen with my best friends and just kids on my team that picking one sport has actually hurt them rather than help them develop. The reason that that picking more than one sport is a good idea and not forcing them to stay at one sport is choosing one sport hurts them physically. It's going to hurt their social development, and all around it's going to cause a burnout effect, which we'll discuss later. So when it comes to injury, making a child choose a sport at such a young age, such as baseball, that puts stress on their body that they're not ready for at a young age because their body's not fully developed. Throwing a baseball is not a normal motion or anything like that. That's why you see pitchers, even major league pitchers, 25, 26 years old, injuries, surgeries, you name it. So to ask a 7-year-old to go to practice 5 days a week and go to a pitching coach and all that and throw nonstop is just not smart, and it's also not fair to the child because you're just asking for them to get hurt. So with that being said, the injuries in baseball are absurd how much they've risen over the couple decades. So according to Major League Baseball, in 1990, there were less than 1% of 15 to 19-year-old baseball players that made up Tommy John surgery. Now, in 2018, there were almost 50% of Tommy John surgeries were for those players 15 to 19. Think about that. That's an absurd amount of kids that are getting Tommy John surgery, getting their elbows reconstructed. It's just not okay, and that comes from kids picking or having to choose that one sport and just working tirelessly at it, and they actually do more damage than help because their bodies are just not developed and not ready for it. So with the injuries comes social development. Because of the fact the injuries occur, you're going to be off the field, off the ice, whatever you're doing, you're not going to be able to be around and make friends because you're rehabbing or going to the doctor, things of that nature. So getting hurt hurts your development, not only physically but socially, because you're not able to socialize with kids and you're not able to meet kids with different interests. You know, if you're playing hockey, if you're playing baseball, kids are going to have different interests, so you're able to meet new people, experience things, and deal with different instances and people in certain aspects of that sport that you're not going to get if all you do is play one sport and that's all you can do. So with the no friends, obviously comes no fun. We love to have friends, we love to have fun. So if a kid doesn't have friends, why would he want to go to his sport? Why would you want to go to baseball practice with no friends? Why would you want to go to hockey or football with no friends? That's what we talked about in the beginning, was the burnout effect. You're going to burn the kid out because the kid's not going to want to go to practice. He's not going to have any friends or anything like that. So you're essentially putting the kid up for failure. You're saying, okay, you're going to go. You don't really want to do this, but you're going to go because we said, hey, you're playing baseball. That's all you got. You don't have the friends because we're traveling 2-3 hours to go to a cool team because they said you're going to go to Major League Baseball and you only play one sport, so we're going to be in a car for 3 hours. You have no friends, so they're just not going to want to be around that environment because, well, there's no one to hang out with or anything like that. And on top of it, parents are forcing them to go. They're not allowing them to say, hey, you want to go to baseball or you want to go to hockey, and choosing which one they want to go to. So you're forcing a kid to do something he doesn't want to do something. I never want to do my homework or anything like that. I don't want my teacher saying, do this, do that. Do it on your own time, and you're more than likely going to be more successful. So to force a kid at such a young age to play one sport and shy away from the multi-sport athletes, if you will, at such a young age, is just a terrible idea because of injury. The social development, they're not going to meet as many people. They're not going to be in different situations to learn how to handle things. And as we just talked about, the burnout effect, kids are just not going to want to be a part of that sport. And they're going to find themselves out of it real early, and they're going to resent the game and just have bad thoughts about what happened in that game and that sport because of the pressure from their parents, the making them go to things and everything like that. So as a society, we need to allow kids to choose their sports if it's multiple sports and let that play out for more than 20 minutes and not deem them a baseball player, a hockey player, a football player. Let them figure out what they want to do, and in the end, they're going to make themselves as good as they want. Don't force a kid to play one sport, because at the end of the day, you're hurting not only the kid's athletic development, but also his social development.